Hi, Andrea here, and this is the FeiyuTeck AK2000. In this video I'm gonna show you the 6 different modes, it's actually 7, the 7 different modes you can operate this thing in. FeiyuTeck has done a remarkable job with this gimbal. I have to confess that I'm a little bit overwhelmed shooting this video because 7 different modes, it's a lot of stuff to explain. So first let's just make a list of these modes and then I will take them one by one and show you how do you switch between them and how you are supposed to use each one of them, alright? So I'm gonna move a little bit on this side so that I can overlay the name of the modes here, right? So the modes are HF, it stands for horizontal follow. Then there is TF, it stands for tilt follow. Then there is AF, it stands for all follow. Then there is LK, which stands for lock. The HF and LK modes, they both have an additional mode, which is HFR and LKR, which enable roll follow on both modes. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, but I'll come to that. And last mode is the selfie mode. I know that all this stuff can be very confusing and overwhelming, but once you understand how to switch between the modes, it becomes really easy to handle when you are on the field shooting. This is the DJI Osmo Mobile. Now this thing comes with just 2 modes. If you compare it to the FeiyuTeck AK2000, this has the TF mode, which is built in, so it follows you on 2 axes, and if you keep this button pressed, it goes in lock mode, it doesn't move anymore, you see? So this thing has just 2 modes, and now FeiyuTeck has stepped it up with 7 modes in the gimbal. I honestly don't know how many modes are in the DJI Ronin S, but I mean, it can't get better than 7, and if it was more than 7, it would be very much complicated to use, wouldn't you agree? Alright, now we have to switch camera because I need that camera over there to put on the gimbal and show you how it works. It wouldn't be a bad idea to subscribe right now. In HF mode, the camera will follow the horizontal axis, so it's a pan follow, you see? If I go up and down, the camera keeps looking in the same direction. The camera looks there, you see? When I switch to TF, the camera will follow the tilt as well. To switch modes, you press the top left button here. Pressing it once, it will switch from HF to LK, so from horizontal follow to lock mode. Once, boom. From anywhere you are, 1 press will bring you in HF, 2 presses will bring you in TF, and 3 presses will bring you in AF. You see? And if I am in HF, again 1 press go in HF, now the camera doesn't follow the tilt anymore. HF is only horizontal, alright? You see HF is horizontal, but it's not vertical. And if I switch to TF with 2 presses, now I'm also following the tilt and the pan, you see? But in both modes, I'm not following the roll, you see? Look at that. This is TF, 1 press goes to HF, I still don't follow the roll. If I am in LK, LK doesn't follow nothing, look. You see? In LK, the camera is, whatever movement I make, the camera doesn't move. LK is locked. Oh, I like that. Now if I go in LKR instead, by short pressing the power button, the camera will follow the roll. But it still doesn't follow the other movements, you see? So only the roll. I don't know why you want this and when, but you can do that. Now let's triple tap and let's go in AF. 1, 2, 3. Now we are in AF mode and this is all follow. It means that it will follow the roll, it will follow the pan, and it will follow the tilt, you see? Whoop. Now I show you a cool thing. If you are in LK and you want to quickly switch to another mode, you can just push the button here and keep it pressed. So if you do that, you are immediately going in HF. You see, this is basically HF mode, and it's quite stiff. It's much more stiff than the regular HF. So you can actually do very quick movement and capture the action as it happens. This works in every mode, but of course if you are in AF, basically you already have this follow on 3 axis. You don't need to press the button, but if you are in TF, for example, and you press the button, then you also have the tilt follow, right? And again, it's much more stiff than the regular TF, so you can do much faster movements, all right? Okay, when do you want to use the different modes? So this is entirely a different question, and it really depends on your style, it depends on which kind of scene you want to shoot. But again, if we go back to the DJI Osmo Mobile, which has only TF and LK, you understand that most shots you are good to go with TF and LK. So TF is very good for revealing shots because the camera is going to face upwards or downwards, you see. HF instead is very good for following shots, because if you're following your character and you're moving from bottom to top, you see the camera just keeps the character in frame. Now the all follow mode is something you don't need quite often, because all follow, 1, 2, 3, I remind you, it follows also the roll. And when the hell do you want to follow the roll? I cannot think of a situation you want to follow the roll. Maybe if you have an idea where you can use this, you can just write it in the comment below the video. You want to use the AF when you're making the infinite roll, because the FeiyuTeck AK2000 can make the infinite roll. I have a video, check it out here, that explains how to make that type of shot, but indeed you can make it with this gimbal. So AF, I would use it only for that, because generally I use TF, and if I want to make a follow shot, I use HF. If I want to make sure that my shot doesn't change, I use LK. I never use LKR and HFR. My suggestion is that you take the gimbal, you get familiar in switching between modes, which is very important. You should be able to do that without thinking too much. And when you get that right, then you can get creative in building up shots in different modes. Alright, that's it for this video, and since you're still watching, hit the like button for me and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!